Okay, so we had a variable, simple console output, simple console input, and an example of an expression that involved concatenating a string variable with a string literal, and then a read key that pauses the input. So fairly straightforward stuff. But strings aren't the only kind of data we can store. I want to start off today's class talking about the other kinds of bits of data that we can have stored in our application. So if you guys recall, when I talked about a variable before, a variable is two things. It's a type and it's an identifier or a name. In this case, name. But of course, name could be anything that I want it to be. I could have named it, this is my awesome variable that can have any name that I wish.
What are we coding in Objective-C now? That's quite verbose.
Yeah, that's not good style. But the point is that I just want to emphasize how much the identifier is um, something that can change. Now, something that people will be confused about for a while until they start working on code more often are the naming conventions that I use. Now, the C# language has a variety of naming conventions that are used by Microsoft, and almost all of them are followed properly by Microsoft themselves. However, there are some pretty immutable naming conventions that we will be using that people should be aware of. We'll be talking about classes and methods in later classes, so I won't go over their particular naming schemes,